Mr. and Mrs. Joseph, I'm so glad that we were able to meet over video conference. I know it's not ideal, but I'm glad we were able to meet. So you received your financial plan, you had some questions, asked me to clarify a couple things. So what we're going to go over is standard deviation. Specifically, we were talking about stock B. So I'm going to write a couple things on the board and explain what's going on here, and pause me if you have any questions. So hopefully you're able to see it, but this is a normal distribution curve. In stock B's example, the average is 15% that it returns to you every year. And so this is the mean. Standard deviation measures how a sample deviates from the mean, how it varies. So I'm going to write a couple more things and explain what's going on. So these show standard deviation. So for example, 1 standard deviation and -1 standard deviation. Between these two areas, there's a 68% chance that a sample will fall between these areas. So there's a 68% chance that your stock will return a little bit more than 15% or a little bit less than 15%. We'll get into that a little bit later. So 68% of the samples will fall in this area. 95% will fall between the standard deviation of 2 and -2. And 99%, so almost all of it, will fall between standard deviation 3 and -3. So the standard deviation of stock B is, I'm going to double check, is 9%. So what this means is that each standard deviation will be 9% higher or lower. For example, so 15. You were asking if what the probability of stock B returning less than 6%. It so happens that 15 minus 9, which is the standard deviation, is 6. So anything below the standard deviation of -1 will be what we're looking for. So this is how we found the answer. So 68%, we remember, is between these two areas. What we're looking for is what is the probability below 6%, which is this area right here. That probability is 95 minus 68, and then also, let me do these calculations for you. So 95 minus 68 is 27. But that's also both sides, so we need to divide it by 2 to find just this area. And I'm just going to double check. 27 divided by 2 is 13.5. Yes, 13.5. So that's the probability the sample will fall between 6% and 15%. So 13.5. We're going to do the same thing for these next two areas. So we'll find that 99 minus 95. And so that's 4. 4 divided by 2. 2%. So we've got these two areas. We're up to 13.5 and 2%. Now we just need to find what's the probability of anything less than that. So we're going to take 100 minus 99 equals 1, divided by 2, that's 0.5. So anything less than 3 standard deviations away, there's only a 0.5% chance. Now there's a lot written on this board, and we can go over it again to explain it if you need some help. But I'm just going to erase this. So what we got was 13, 13.5, 2, and 0.5. And that equals 16%. So there's a 16% chance, based on statistics, what we've measured, the standard deviation, and the average of stock B. The probability that your stock will return less than 6% is 16%. So that's how we got that answer. I'm glad you gave us a call and wanted to know some more on how we got to that answer. But let us know if you have any other questions. We appreciate your business and hope you have a great rest of your day.